podcast listeners. Today we are doing episode 46.
No way.
I know. Yes. And how was your Cinco de Mayo, Heather? Was it a fiesta?
It was muy bien, gracias.
Oh, de nada.
I am still swollen from all the chips. We'll just say that.
Okay, then. We're just going to leave that at that. Leave it at that. Okay, dokie.
It was fabuloso.
I'm not going to say I wore a sombrero, but...
Oh, that's you being funny. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm glad you explained that. I feel better now.
Yeah. All right. What are we talking about?
Today is a bit of a follow-up to episode 42, which you chatted about what you think matters. So this is a little bit of a spin-off on that.
Ooh.
I know.
Good spin-off, at least in a TV show.
Well, it depends.
Yeah.
Some are not that great. Yeah, okay. So I recently read an article that addressed a person who had multiple personality disorder. And in one personality, he had an allergic reaction to a specific food, but in a different personality, he didn't.
What?
Yeah, it's kind of cool, amazing, and super freaky. There is some new science that addresses our understanding of neuroplasticity to help shed the light on why this happens. Super basic for all of you non-nerdy friends like me.
Non-neuroscientists.
Yeah, there's all of us. Thank you so much. If there's any neuroscientists listening to this podcast, reach out because we're going to give you a big fat shout out.
Yeah.
But neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to change itself. It's a type of muscle memory for your neurons. So they make new connections and thereby creating new responses in other parts of your body. Super simple.
Very interesting.
I know. It probably doesn't make it super clear, but that's super simple.
So just like with growing your muscles with certain exercises, you can change thought pathways. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, for sure. Training them. Yes.
I think I've heard of that in my meditation app.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they like you to do those kinds of things because, again, it changes your neural pathways. You can put yourself into that meditative state more easily. It's quite spectacular.
Interesting.
Yes. So we already know that our experiences and our beliefs can change the structure of our brain, and that can change the expression of our genes throughout our body. Like you'll know if you've ever had a traumatic experience, if something happens in your life that triggers that a little bit, your body reacts. Like when I was a younger person, I was mugged, and the guy came up behind me, running towards me from behind. And so now, anytime I'm ever walking in the street, if somebody is running behind me, I literally freeze up. I get sweaty. I mean, it's crazy how your body remembers that stuff. We are going to try to use it for good, not evil.
That's a nice thing.
One of the really cool things about all this, I mean, just completely selfishly, thinking about food sensitivities. So pain, it can work with pain, it can work with illness through a targeted treatment, changing the outcome of how your body reacts. So you can overcome negative symptoms even without medication. So I am hoping to overcome some dairy issues.
Oh, through thoughtfulness, mindfulness?
I don't know yet. I have to do a lot more investigation to figure out. There's some specific treatments that you can do, like mental treatments that you can do. I don't know. I would really love to be able to eat a piece of cheese again. But, if I can't, it's not the end of the world. So, I mean, that might be a good thing to practice with. It's not something that's deterring me from living a full existence. It just makes me sad sometimes.
Yeah, I get that.
Like last night when I wanted to have tacos and they said, "Oh, you want lots of cheese?" And I said, no cheese, please.
Yeah, that is a little sad. But again, not the end of the world.
It's okay.
Yeah, yes. Exactly. I do remember, and it's been a long time, and maybe even, I don't know, maybe college time when I was in some classes, and I heard about them using mindfulness as a pain management technique where without medication, people could, whether they were injured or going through, some type of chronic symptoms or something. And so that's a while ago. So I'm hoping that there's new research out that can show
Yeah.
that this is amazing.
It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
And it's exciting that there are these kinds of things on the horizon. So there's
Well, and
always
not that
new
it, in the
stuff.
hope that it can not only change the neuroplasticity, but actually change your body, how your body responds, like the physical response to these things, and not just what you think about the response.
Yeah. But do need to think well of yourself. And that was the theme of the last episode that we really talked about, mindfulness.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not as simple as just thinking, oh, I'm not going to be hurt, or I have back pain, but it's not going to bother me and I'll be fine. I'm going to get up and, do a bunch of push-ups and sit-ups. You have to go through thinking different thoughts about your situation. And it's going to be a slow process for anybody, even if it's not a big, huge thing, even if it's just, I would like to eat cheese without getting a rash.
Mm-hmm.
The science is out there that shows that you really can change like your gut biome and things like that with different thought therapy. So I'm excited.
It's very intriguing. And I think maybe if you have a good thought, I don't want to use the word hygiene, but if you have, I know for sleep hygiene, we used that last week, but in that same vein, if you have that before you need it, it might help you when you need it. If that makes sense,
Yeah.
So to start it now, even though maybe it won't help you with your dairy issues, but if you start it now, the next time you have a headache, it might help. I don't know. I'm just, throwing that out there.
Well,
we're not doctors.
No, and I did see there was a meditation email that came out a while back too, and they were talking about using mindfulness at the gym when an exercise is really hard and you want to do well with it, but it's tough that day, or you've done a bunch of them or what have you. You're using that same mindfulness idea, those same techniques to just say, it's okay, I can do this. I'm doing a great job, and it's not going to last forever, and my body is thanking me. Just maybe not right in the moment.
You make your big goals outside the gym.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I love it. All right. So what's your ditch and switch then?
Ditch and switch, let's just keep the same one that we had last time. It's negative self-talk. So it's a reminder to you and me and all of us, what you say in your own head matters. Matters a lot.
Yeah, it really does. I like it. All righty. Well, don't forget to sign up for our newsletter at foodmoose.com and find us at Food Moose on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram. We'd love it if you subscribed or wrote us a review that helps other people find us, which is very nice of you to share the wealth.
Thank you.
Yes, and we'll have some show notes for this, but until then, let's all go live for real. Moose out.